all must be tired. You must have been working on this event for a very long time, right? If I'm not wrong. No, it was quite inspiring. I loved hearing you all. Both of you, actually. So, obviously, as Mir Sarvas have said that not all know Kashmiri here. And reason being this, that I speak English because it is universal. Kashur tichas vasal bolan, just so that you all know. Maybe zindagi panin Kashur gyawan, and there are many people who actually ask me, why don't you speak Kashmiri? Dude and girls, because Kashur tasal bolan, just so that you all know. Anyway, coming back to the topic, thank you for having me today on TEDx NIT. I am really humbled and honored to speak about my life, and it may or may not inspire you all. But of course, our lives are actually based on collisions, and that create changes. You know, we undergo changes every day on a daily basis. Same goes with me. It was a winter evening when my father received a call and he handed over the phone to me. It was the most memorable call of my life. Why? Because it was the director-producer of my first album called Cholhama Roshe Roshe telling me, Beta, you are a star now. And I was thrilled because I was just a teenager, just an 18-year-old girl who was still studying her medical, biology, zoology and all that. And someone telling me you are a star, it was quite thrilling for me. It changed everything. Ever since then, I have been singing. So now, after that, since I've been singing, my life has been a blend of, it is such a huge timeline, you know, it cannot be spoken in just 18 minutes, but I'll try my best to do so. After I became a singer, there was a lot of turmoil going around. Goliyan bhi chal rahi thi, and women were not really supported for what I actually chose to do. I was pretty lucky because my parents, who actually wanted me to be a singer than being a doctor, because I got selected for BDS. BDS chhod ke singing choose karna, wo bhi Kashmir mein, that to a woman. It's a huge decision, but I never regretted that because it gave me a lot. It made me a person who I am today, right in front of you. It gave me a purpose. With the turmoil and the unrest, the uncertainty, I was coping up with everything, my life, my career, but then eventually at that point in time, I was quite sure So while I was still coping up with the हालात जो हो रहे थे, क्या गोलियां चल रही थी और क्या मुझे threatening calls मिल रहे थे कि लड़की है, नहीं करना है, you don't have to be a singer, you don't have to be in the videos. It was my father who was very courageous and who actually said that no, my daughter wants to be a singer, she will be a singer. So we need parents like that who support you in your passion, in your decisions, in whatever you want to do in life. So right after choosing singing over medicine, now I was a singer, I was a professional singer, and I could see, my songs as ringtones and hello tones. Just so that you all know, back then, social media wasn't that strong as it is of the caliber it has now. And getting famous back in those days, like really hard. Even now when I travel around the world, people come to me and they tell me how much they love my first albums, जो मेरे audio video आए थे, and they really appreciate the work I did on them. Anyway, while I was singing, and at the peak of my career, there was this turning point which actually relates with the theme of today's theme actually. It was my mother. my mother, who used to be my shadow, my support system, who used to follow me for all the recordings I used to go for, she fell sick. Sick for 5 years. She got a paralytic stroke, and I had just come out of my teenage. I was in my early 20s when this happened, and she got bedridden, and it was for 5 long years. When this happened, I had an option of not taking care of her. There's a point I want to make here. Because, at young ages, we really don't understand what to do and what not to do. We cannot set our priorities. Just so that, don't feel bad about giving time to your family, to your parents especially. Back then, when my mother fell sick and got bedridden for 5 long years, I was at the peak of my career. I was the MEHMEET SYED back then. And I had to leave everything and take care of my mother. I was asked if I would want a maid for my mother. I said, no, why? She has given her everything to bring me up. It's my turn. I'm lucky to return it back to her. May nobody go through that, but yes, I got a chance to take care of my mother, and it was me who was taking care of her. But that period of time when I was taking care of my mother, it taught me resilience. It taught me, there are things beyond the shosha, the career, all those materialistic things. That's your family, that's your parents. And all we can give is time. And especially when they need it the most. My mother needed it the most. I gave it to her. I never regret that. And today, I feel proud of that. But at the same time, while I was still taking care of my mother, I chose to continue with my studies. And I completed 3 masters from home. While I was also studying and taking care of my mother, I lost touch with my friends. My musical career was at halt, and I wasn't singing anymore, not much. I was singing, and I remember my mother still accompanying me with her left side paralyzed in the car, and she would have me drop with my father. We'd go together and get my recordings done. So after that, there was again one more turning point, one more collision in my life that created a huge, huge change and left a huge void inside me. That was the passing away of my mother. She passed away in 2011. After she battled, she was very brave. She taught me cooking. She taught me masale kahan rakhne hai. She taught me chawal kitna lana hai. She taught me everything. They call me all-rounder. But, after she passed away, I was shattered, of course. A mother who was a friend to me, because she got married at a very young age, she was like a friend to me. And when she passed away, everything was shut off. And I didn't know really what to do. Apart from taking care of her while I was also studying with her at home, and completed my 3 masters, and then she passed away, I didn't know really what to do. Then my family again wanted me to come back and do something meaningful, because we all have come to this world to contribute in a way or two, right? We don't want to live meaningless. We want to live with a meaning. We want to be loved. We want to be appreciated, right? So right after my mother passed away, I trained myself, apart from studies and musical training and everything that I was going through. I got one more call, to perform and to tour the 6 cities in the US. And that started another journey of mine. That came like a comeback for me. It was from the east coast of America, North America, to the west coast, Washington to LA. I performed in the 6 cities of US, and that was followed by Melbourne, Sydney, New Zealand, London, Malaysia, UAE, Abu Dhabi and Dubai, of course. That taught me a lot. That made me someone who I wasn't before. Of course, as I said earlier, changes make you better. So those were changes I was exploring. I was seeing the youth getting inspired. I was seeing, classes में जब introduction पूछा जाता है बच्चों से that what do you want to be when you want to grow up. There were many, I was getting calls, there were many kids, girls who said that we want to be MEHMEET SYED. So those were rewards, apart from awards like State Award or being nominated for Padma Shri and being opposed for that by my own people. I was twice awarded by the President of India for my work, for my resilience. I traveled the whole globe working on my passion, promoting my culture with pride, wearing tilak heron and asking all the women to wear tilak heron and do roof while I'm singing. Up until then, there were women who, or men as well. Heron wasn't, wore with pride back then, back in times when I started singing, I was singing. I think there's a huge change I see in people now. People flaunt parents, people flaunt tilla dresses in Kashmir or outside Kashmir, in the whole world. So that's what I was doing. I would see, on a lighter note, I also heard that, a boyfriend had gifted his girlfriend my CD back then. So, awards and rewards are a part and parcel of life. Of course, I also sang for Bollywood because of Mr. Mushtaq Ali Khan Saab. He got me introduced to a couple of people, good names. That was a journey. I was still figuring out what to do and what not to do. I am asked at times, I am brave. That's the thing I have learned, to be brave and be stronger, become stronger, better than who I am. The competition is with my own self, not with others. I choose to make myself better as a person and as a singer as well. The thing that happened while I was still taking care of my mother was I connected so much spiritually with the Creator, with the Almighty. The connection with Him is, I feel like He's a friend. Upar wala mera dost hai, please don't make fun of this. I feel like I talk to Him, I really connect with Him. So, वो एक चीज़ हो गई, एक पर्पस मिल गया मुझे एक लाइफ में कि किस तरह से you can be a better person, किस तरह से you can lit up your light from within. And then I also see, these rewards and awards coming in your life, and probably try to actually, एक peak होता है life में, you go really up, but then you also have to remember you could go down anytime. You need to be really humbled and grounded. That's something I've always carried with myself. If someone asks me, if someone tells me that you are a celebrity, I never say yes. I say I still have to achieve a lot. There is no stopping. There's still a lot more to achieve in life. And that being said, what have I learned in life? What are the lessons that I have learned in life? The lessons that I have learned in life is that we need to dream big and keep dreaming big and following the dream passionately. Working on that dream passionately until you start living it. Because I am living my dream currently. Thankfully, alhamdulillah. Second, never feel bad about prioritizing your family. Because I prioritized my family and I really feel bad because it made me a very different person. As I said, every day it's a change for me. You become a better person. So again, I'm saying, I became a better person. Never regret prioritizing your family. Third lesson that I have learned over the period of time, because after my mother passed away, it was music and I didn't have friends. So what I did was I connected with animals, with nature. I thoroughly and genuinely believe that we need to be very kind to other kinds too. We need to learn to coexist. because we want ये दुनिया खाली इंसानों के लिए नहीं बनाई गई है, it is also for other kinds too. So let's be very kind to animals. ये उसी ने बनाया है, इनको भी उसी ने बनाया है. Also the environment. I was talking to my co-speaker while eating that I saw in New Zealand a beautiful thing. वहाँ पे when older people go out for walks, शाम को जब वो वॉक के लिए जाते हैं या सुबह में वॉक के लिए जाते हैं, they carry a trash bag along with them. So anytime they walk and see something fallen on the road, उठा के उस बैग में डाल देते हैं. That is something we need to learn. When are we going to reach that point when we believe that it is our responsibility? ये खाली गवर्नमेंट की ड्यूटी नहीं है, हमारी इंडिविजुअल लेवल पे हम सब की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है. वी ट्राई टू keep our environment clean and safe. Another lesson that I learned was, apart from our awards, rewards are important. So let's appreciate rewards, not just the awards, because awards will follow you if you believe in rewards. Thank you so much. That's all.
Thank you very much, ma'am, since you have already received requests from the audience and we all are a huge fan of yours along.
I would love to sing a couple of lines, yes, but as Mr. Sarva Saab very rightly said, पैसा लगता है उसके बाद. So I'll sing a couple of lines. If only you could add some reverb to. हाँ, खाते में लिख देना.
Sorry. Please,
if you could add some reverb to this. Okay. Check. Check. Madano yuthana sotuk saat shuhur rav ravak madano yitima chroza कात्य मौसम साथ डलीत मदनो वायरू दुख आज तेज कथ जाय खटीत मदनो राय जाने आय चमन जस्त फलीत मदनो वायरू दुख आज तेज कथ जाय खटीत मदनो. Thank you guys.